Top 10 ways to save money when traveling globally. You have been thinking of taking an international vacation with your family for a long time and want to make sure you get the most value for your money. Planning for a family trip can be a huge undertaking and a little overwhelming for many people. There are so many things to consider and options. It's important to clearly define what you want to do, where you are going to stay, and how you're going to get around while traveling. Global airfares are generally one of the most expensive parts of your trip and can put a big dent in any international travel budget. Most of the airlines have all kinds of amazing deals and special promotions if you know where to look. If you have the flexibility, we recommend selecting your location and dates based on the best available deals. Many times, even changing your travel dates by just a few days can produce big changes in international flight prices. Depending how large your family is, multiple hotel room charges can quickly add up and be a huge expense for you. Fortunately, you have some other options that have come on the scene in the last few years to cut your costs for lodging overseas. The rise in online home rental services has been a huge benefit to families. A nice advantage of staying at an Airbnb or even a hostel is the use of a kitchen, which can save you a huge amount of money, especially with several family members. You can stop at a local supermarket or farmer's market to pick up some essentials. You will be surprised at how much you can save by preparing some of your own meals, and it only takes a few minutes to pack a lunch for the day. A great way to get the scoop on what is going on and where to go is to speak to the local residents. Instead of just relying on your smartphone, take some time and strike up a conversation with some of those residents. They will have some good ideas of what is fun to do, tourist traps to avoid, and some great places to eat. You will probably not want to have to cook every meal, even if you have a kitchen. Part of the enjoyment of the trip is experiencing some of the local cuisines. One way to pay less than you would at the restaurants most travelers choose is by getting away from the tourist zone and finding some of the hidden spots that the locals can recommend to you. Acting less like a tourist and more like a local can pay off for you. Traveling globally to a major tourist destination in the off-season can be a great way to make your family vacation affordable. While the weather may be less than ideal, you won't be bumping into loads of tourists and will also get some reduced prices because of the time of year. It will sure reduce your time of standing in line for various activities. For some free things to do, think of parks, historical sites, and other points of interest. To start with, simply Google free attractions of the city for some great ideas. Try to avoid exchanging money at the international airport. It may be convenient, but it comes at a price. Your best bet is to exchange for foreign currency at your local bank or credit union before leaving on your international trip. Withdrawing money overseas using a debit card can sometimes get you a better exchange rate than you would get from a bank or credit union. Travel reward cards can help reduce the cost of your trip by letting you earn free points that can be redeemed for airfares, hotels, and cash. There are endless offers out there from which to choose the best card. You have saved money and planned thoroughly to have a great experience on your overseas trip, so you don't want any interruptions or setbacks along the way. It is important to get there and return safely, and you know that accidents happen, and medical care can be extremely expensive, even overseas. Travel insurance can provide a vital safeguard and sense of security for your trip. Don't forget to plan for the unexpected. If you happen to get sick or injured, it could be the most expensive part of your international trip. You know you need coverage, but it's challenging to know where to start. That is why it is important to have an experienced friend to guide you to a travel plan that best meets your needs. Your friends at Good Neighbor Insurance at www.gninsurance.com have been assisting travelers for over 25 years to find the best plan for their specific needs. We help to make sure you and your loved ones have protection while traveling overseas. We want your trip to be successful and fulfilling. There are so many variables involved in choosing the right plan, so we make sure you get the best coverage for your needs. It's hard to put a value on peace of mind when you are traveling. It can make all the difference. We hope you will benefit from some of these ideas to get the most for your money on that next global family vacation. With some smart planning strategies and focus towards savings, you can have the trip of a lifetime. Have an amazing and wonderful vacation.